watching Evo as a whole, the Evo weekend as a whole, and actually winning his like what 5th title, I have came to the conclusion to actually make a tier list. I've seen most of the characters that will be in this tier list as a whole perform and see what they are actually able to do in real time, instead of just everybody downplaying and having generational trauma from what happened in the older games. I actually studied 8 to see what characters I would actually put in certain tiers. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell on the channel if you haven't already, and then besides that, let's get straight up into it. Okay, now before I actually start this tier list, I would like to say a few things. First things first, because of the person that make the tier list do not mean you have to meat eat them. I've seen a lot of people meat eating because a specific person made the tier list, and because of that person accomplishments, you have to listen to them. Have a brain on your own. Stop generational meat eating. That's first thing. Second, we are in Tekken 8. Stop the downplaying. Stop the downplaying as a whole. Play a different game, then come back and you're gonna see how busted some of these characters actually are compared to the other games, because some of these characters, and it just invalid the whole point of having certain fundamentals like spacing. Some of these characters auto spacing, some of these characters actually just play the game for you, some of these characters easy to actually get into their game plan. That's the whole thing. You play other games, play at a higher level, you will start understanding that. All right, now besides that, let's get straight up into this tier list. Now if y'all did see the thumbnail, no, it was a troll. All right, I got y'all. I got it. All right, now I'm gonna start off with unify number 1. But before we actually get into that, right, let me switch my keyboard because I need to fix this. No character, and I mean this, absolutely no character as a whole, no character is unusable. Some characters have better tools, which is understandable, but every character is considered an A in my opinion. I'm gonna remove D because there's no point for this to be here, and honestly C don't really matter either. Every character here, y'all might be like, how does that make sense? You are able to win with every character. This game is not like any other game, if you're actually experienced and played it, to where matchups, it matters a lot, right? Matchups matter a lot in certain games, like for example Street Fighter. Geef, the reason why Geef was ranked like a mid-tier or low tier was because everybody else's tools made it difficult for him to get in, but once he got in, you know, he's a amazing character. But some characters have fireballs to where it's actually able to stop him from getting in, you know, and that's just an example. So first things first, let's go on with the undisputed number 1. We have Dragonov. Dragonov, in my opinion, is the best character right now. Is the not even best, because tier lists don't really matter, but it's the most complete character in terms of just low risk. He have low risk, or he don't have as much risk as the next character that we'll be bringing on to, where they both have the same gameplay. They can actually just steamroll you. He have also a jab heat engager. He have back back 4 can go to back 4 too. It saves too, so you're actually able, I'm pretty sure you're able to sidestep out it. He also have a back 4-3 heat engager. He have a great whiff punishing tools, a lot of combos. Running 4-2 or running 2 actually gives you a counter hit combo. This character is just amazing. And then the next character I have is right here. Now y'all might be like, why do I have Fang here? One, because I play other fighting games. Any character that have the ability as a whole, that have the ability to create auto spacing, this character is able to whip back and punish you for trying to whip punish him, or actually try to hit him. Any character that have that ability as a whole is a good character. It just eliminates the need of spacing to just to add on. If you're able to whip back and punish somebody, or whip back and just move back, that's what Fang is actually able to do. He has the same game plan, just a little bit more risk than Dragonov. Now for the next character that I have written down is listen, y'all gotta hear me. Y'all gotta hear me when I say this. Everybody say as a whole, I realized with this game, same thing I realized with other games, playing other games. Execution matter about a character in terms of its ease of use. It matters about that. But if you're at the highest level, you choosing that character, execution as a complaint is automatically gone, because you are a high level player. If you're playing in a tournament and you place high level player, you should have the execution to play with the characters. The reason why you chose the character and got that far, because of your execution. If you mess up on your execution, that is you. Everybody say Yoshi's a hard character to play. Granted, maybe that's the thing. I don't know. I haven't picked him up yet. I will be learning him. I am a king player. I will pick him up. I will pick up Yoshi to figure out what he actually does. But this character actually forces you to I don't even know why, but he forces you in an RPS situation on your plus frames. For example, if I say if I was to hit him with something, a move, a +5 move, right? Boom, +5 won't hit like the 4/4 neutral 2 King that guy King have. Usually I'll be able to actually go into that and then go to like a counter hit property to stop him just in case they try to flash, but you know they took that out. So now I just have to play a mind game completely. A lot of things actually with like Yoshi plays are very random, but me hitting him with the low, right? Boom. Me jabbing, if I was to go for a standing jab, he could just duck and launch. If I go for a crouching jab, he just launch. Usually we're able to actually stop them from flashing, but now the mind game with me and Yoshi as a whole, he actually able to stop multiple stances too. Yoshi's an amazing character. One character I want to put before this character. Where is she at? Because honestly, she pissed me off the most, but I am picking her up because I was playing her before Evo actually started, and actually love the fact that Nina have some of the she have amazing buttons, amazing pressure, amazing lows, amazing tracking on her moves. She also have a stance to where she able to down forward 1U, going to multiple other options. Like she the other stance, a quarter circle back stance, whatever stance that is, she able to just move jump shot. Her movement is insane. Her movement, her side step window is insane. Like she have everything. Honestly, she's an amazing character in my opinion. I don't know why nobody actually talk about her, but I've been saying she's an amazing character for the longest time. For the next character, this whole game, this is one of the few Tekken games, I'm not sure if any other Tekken game had the chip priority. If you don't know what that is, at certain, like if they're in heat or as a whole, like they're able to create chip situations to where you actually taking chip, like a lot of chip. Alyssa, just in terms of chip, she have the best chip damage in the game in my opinion. She's able to just hit you with a chainsaw, plus, and then she used the last bit of heat that she have to put you in a guess for like as a whole, like a 50-50 as a whole to his high or mid low. Like it's just absolutely just it's insane. Honestly, it is very insane. She have a big priority in terms of just as a whole, just the heat, not the heat, but the chip game as a whole. I don't know why she's that strong, but she is that strong. Next character, we have Jin. Jin have every single possible string in the game. The only thing about him that's bad is his hell sweep, because it's a reactable hell sweep. I think out of all the Mishimas, like my brother, he have every single string in the game. 2-1-4 is safe. He's able to go to 2-1-4, 1-2, whatever, 1-2. He have so many options. He also have a stance that gives him an auto electric. If you are playing Jin, I do not want to hear no complaints. Because you are playing a Mishima, do not mean that your job is harder than everybody else. Let me get this to everybody's brain. Because you are playing a Mishima, do not mean your job is harder than everybody else. Y'all have a simple game plan. A jab punish into mix. Some of y'all, like Jen, have more options than the jab punish into mix. Y'all could just get full on, just grimy and nasty like Jen. Safety pause. Just because y'all playing a Mishima, do not mean your job is harder than everybody else. You chose that character for a reason. Y'all damage, y'all plus frames for doing an electric. Congrats, you just did a just frame. +5 frames. You have that option because you chose that character. The character probably look cool. You still have a risk and reward as everybody else. Because you pick up a Mishima, do not mean that you are better than everybody else. Your job is harder than everybody else. Y'all playing all BS. Every character in this list is all BS. I just want to make sure y'all know that. Boom. All right, now for the next character, I have I feel like I don't know. I felt like him having a running tool as a whole, that goes into stance now is absolutely wonderful. Now guaranteed. Honestly, I think I'm okay with this. I think we're just gonna have this order. We're gonna have that as order. Everything else is not gonna be ordered. But the whole point and the whole complaint about this is that he have a running tool that launches on counter hit, but now goes inside stance into a mix. So I don't want to have to even explain that as a whole. Claudio, aka Lil Zest. I call him Lil Zest because he have some, he had the sauce with him. You know what I mean? He had a little sauce with him. That's the whole point. But my thing about Claudio is, besides him looking just amazing and cool, he's actually a good character. He's a well-rounded good character. I don't know what's the problem, why everybody really like don't really pick him, but my boy Claudio, you know, I picked up Claudio. I played him for a little bit. I want to play him a little bit more because, you know, everybody have been making it seem like he's 8 times better than what he is, and clearly there's something to be figured out. But I have him at A. Besides that, I also have King at A. Now let me explain the thing with King before everybody start complaining, because you cannot learn a mechanic in the game, which is grabbing. If you do not know when to press, hold on, let me put my controller. If you do not know how to press 1, 2, or 1+2, if you have a button set to it, you just I don't know. King's been had this grab damage. The problem with King, which I will admit, was that his moves was his grabs was tracking. Every grab was tracking. That's absolutely broken in my opinion. That's why he was considered S tier. The man is honestly a A+ character. He have the tools to win the tournament. It's just very difficult to do so. But every character is difficult to do so. You still need fundamentals. You still need everything. King have had these same tools besides the back 1+2 armor and the Jaguar run. Everything else has literally been the same damage. Even the giant swing and other tech was absolutely worse than what we even seeing now. So because you don't have that mechanic and learn how to tech a grab, that is your fault. Figure it out. Now, I need to talk about this. The Habibi Demon. I'll call him the Habibi Demon because honestly, this character has been a terror to me as a whole. I love Shaheen in terms of just like, in terms of style, but I hate Shaheen in terms of the RPS that he play as a whole. He's able to go for a power crush, a mid launch, a low slide that goes to a guarantee, just like Law. Law is right there. I have Law and them right there next to each other. Absolutely. I don't know why. I don't understand why they had these slides into the guarantees, into the multiple other things. I cannot fathom it. But the RPS situation is absolutely crazy. Every character have a risk and reward for doing certain things. Their slots is able to get punished just like how other Mishima slots are actually able to get punished. They have literally no problem with RPSing you. They could just win around just off of slides and launchers as a whole. Like just having that thought in your brain is just very stupid. Now, I gotta put Big Body Kuma up here. Now the reason why I'm putting Big Body Kuma up here is because Big Body Kuma, he has combo into backshot, pause. That's unskilled. Great damage. He have the rolling heat. He have the mids. I mean the electrics is actually able to do when you go inside heat. That's +10 and there's a mid, so you cannot duck it. Insane, right? He have a lot of good tools, honestly. And we're putting Kuma in there because he kind of lack those tools that Kuma really have, like the electric. She have like the combo to backshot too. But Kuma really just had like that electric put him so many miles forward. And then I don't think she have a health sweep. I'm not sure if she have a health sweep. So I got her like a tier below. She's still a wonderful character. I just got her a tier below. All right. S is ordered. Let me put that down. Let me put that down. S is ordered. I'm gonna put ordered. Ordered. Yeah. Now. The reason why S is ordered is because, you know, everybody could be like, or understand that every other like person I'm about to put inside this tier list is not gonna be, you know, the exact spot of where they need to be in terms of just ahead of this character behind that character, because that's gonna cause a lot of time. Like that's just a lot of time. I'm trying to do this as fast as possible so that way I can understand my brain. Steve, honestly, put him in A. The reason why I put him in A because he have a guard break. He have a stance that put him +4. He have honestly a lot of tools. He also have a stance that's actually able to weave out of. Movement is a fundamental that you need to learn inside of games. If any character is actually able to willingly have amazing movement, not everybody have amazing movement. For example, King Jaguar Step is punishable because his backdash is horrible. So you cannot backdash to Jaguar Step. You cannot do that. because the Baghdad's don't cover anything. He have no movement. He's able to hit you side of stance. It auto ducks. You have an auto ducking feature that you're able to rise up, hit them, and keep rising. And you're also able to step out of frames. That's insane. That is literally insane. Like absolutely insane. I'm gonna put Devil Jin at A instead of A plus because he have more risk than most of the like Mishimas as a whole. I don't really see no problem with him in terms of just like but besides that, but he just have more risk now because they did nerf like his heat. So like most of the things that he used to have, he don't really have no more because like they actually stopped that, which is like understandable. I have all of this written down. I need to go find a certain character. Jack, Big Body Miyagi. Now, Big Body Miyagi, I ain't gonna lie. The only problem that he basically has is his hitbox. His hitbox is actually insane because the man is just a big chunky robot. Besides that, he have a lot of options, a lot of damage. Joe Crusher has been walling with Jack as a whole. Not that many Jack players, but I know Atif actually played Jack and he was giving even Arsenal as problems. So Jack cannot be as bad as everybody try to make it seem like. So I feel like the character is actually good. We have June. Honestly, I feel like June have a lot of risk too, but I feel like a lot of people play stupid with her. People try to like steamroll with her, and I feel like she's not that type of character to where you just like keep pressing buttons over and over. I feel like I gotta learn more about June, but I have June at A because like I said, she just take a little bit more risk than everybody else, which you know I understand as a whole. Kazuya. I have Kazuya at A because it don't make sense. He have an unseeable. It's not like everybody like most of the other Mishimas like Jin. Jin have a seeable hell sweep. You're actually able to react to it like that. Kazuya do not have a reactable hell sweep as much as Jin. You know, the 4 frames actually matter. It's an unseeable hell sweep. You get hit by it, you get hit with a combo. If they heat, they actually able to combo you into it. And he also have a power curse that is safe. Having a power curse that is safe is insane. He's also able to launch one of the few characters that's able to actually launch almost every single low in the game, which is insane. As a whole, the characters still have risk. Yes, there's still execution. Every character have risk. Every character have execution. But having the perks of certain moves, especially the cross dash 1+2 that you're able to actually mix into to go into like another mix, like that it's too much going on with Kazuya. Kazuya is just an amazing character that everybody keep downplaying because of the trauma that they used to have and because of everybody else filling their ear and like, yo, this character is very difficult. This character is very difficult. That's why you're supposed to get better at the game to where execution do not hurt you. That's literally the whole point. Cole literally had the same thing in terms of just movement. Movement as a whole, Paul, I don't know why they buffed him. His damage is absolutely insane. I do not know why his movement, he go able to down forward one it to sway, down forward one it to put, like he have too many options. Like the sway is honestly one of the worst things in the game. I don't know why they have it in the game, but honestly they have it into the game. I generally do not know. I do not know why this game even allowed that as a whole. Who else we have? Asuka. She have a parry and side block string. Honestly, Asuka just dumb. I don't know what everybody that I ran into that play Asuka honestly is just mentally. I don't know what's the thinking process. I don't understand the thinking process. Maybe I need a few more so much time. I need so much time to actually figure that out. I generally don't know what that character actually do. But she's OD. Running plus moves. Running plus moving to mix. She have a low into a guarantee that goes into a mix. Like she have a lot of good options. Bro, we're not gonna do Lydia yet. Lars, where do I have Lars at? Auto spacing. Another character with auto spacing. Another character. The only problem that he have is his lows is not as dominant as everybody else, but his lows also guarantees combos and knockdowns. So I mean, he also have strings to where he's able to jab low, go into jab low, and have a lot of things. Jab low into stance. Like, he have a lot of options that a lot of people don't really want to talk about, because mainly so they could downplay the character. The character is not bad. The character actually helps you in terms of all the spacing, to where I've seen it to where if you stay on the floor, they're able to actually go past you, turn back around, and it's another mix. Like, I don't know why that's even a thing. And then I also have Xiao Yu at A+, because she have AOP. AOP, in my opinion, is one of the strongest stances as a whole. The reason why I'm saying it's one of the strongest stances is because you're actually able to duck underneath some mids. Yes, I do not know why, but I figured this out because I'm playing King. Yes, I know the matchup is actually bad, but let me just say something to you. The reason why I figured out why I figured out the dominance of AOP is because I was playing ranked and I was doing certain low hitting mids where it was getting ducked. Once I realized that I'm not supposed to be on this game. I'm not supposed to. Y'all telling me the problem. I'm supposed to be throwing out mids, certain moves to stop her, and she's dunking underneath certain. Like, nah, I'm good. Mentally, I'm good. I'm okay. Lee. Honestly, hold on. Let's not get the Lee yet. There's a lot of more characters. There's a lot of more characters. Where do I have Leroy at? I'm trying to look for where do I have Leroy at? Okay, I have Leroy at A. Leroy's at A because his stance actually parries. He have a lot of options out of his stance. He have a lot of buffs. His chip, he's able to do an immense amount of chip damage, just like Alyssa. Chip damage. My only problem with Leroy is, like, you cannot cancel out of the stance once you go into the stance. So if you get blocked, you get blocked out of the stance. Or if they block or hit you out of the stance, you just get hit as a whole. So that's the only downside that I see with Leroy. Other than that, some universal combos will not work against Leroy because I don't know why they made his body just smaller. I don't know how that even works. But in terms of just that, Leroy have an amazing stance to actually parry people. We have an amazing amount of damage. He also have a guarantee to, like, the low punches. He have so many things. Counter hit launches. He have it all. Lily. I'm not gonna put her in S yet. I'm not gonna put her in S yet, but Lily is definitely in there. Lily is in there. A lot of people downplay Lily. She have the biggest sidestep window as a whole. A lot of mixes. Button, it's a plus. She also have a mid low. She have a lot of strings that's actually devious inside this game, and a lot of people not really talking about it because it's overshadowed by, like, these, like, core 5 or the core 7 that's just running rampant right now, and I don't understand why nobody's really talking about it. All right, who do I have everywhere else? Eddie. I have Eddie in A+. He have an amazing stance. So stance, actually, every time you hit him off the stance is a flow combo, so he's not really taking that much damage, which I don't even understand why. Some of these combos to where he's flipping and doing other stances, like yesterday, it's counterplay, but it's actually hard to actually realize what Eddie is doing because of, like, him doing the dance and somebody, like, moving out of it, like weird animations as a whole. Quan Ring. Literally everybody been complaining about Quan Ring, and honestly the only problem with Quan Ring is that he's able to press buttons, and a lot of people say that he's low tier literally because most of the people that y'all looking at are pressing buttons. There's only a few people that's not really mashing buttons every single time that they play this game with Quan Ring. Yeah, I don't understand why people actually do that. I feel like people should actually learn how to play the character more than press buttons and then get mad when, like, somebody starts to figure you out or figure out the strings that you're using. Like, it is not as committable as y'all think it is because y'all just mashing buttons. Y'all not thinking about playing a multiplayer game. Y'all thinking about playing a single player game because your stance allows you to. Where I have Azu. I have up here. Like I said, none of these characters is not usable. All of these characters are usable, even these characters right here. This just requires more risk, and she do not have the amount of same tools as Kuma, and then she acquire a little bit more risk too, a little bit more things to open up opponents, have a little bit more risk. All right, we have Azu at A. Azu at A because she have a lot of high strings that go into plus strings. Sure, honestly, I could just rant all day about Azu. If y'all want my honest opinion about Azu, just watch Kaiser. Figure it out. Watch Kaiser and see why I have Azu at A+. Zafina. Where do I have Zafina at? Put over here. I put over here. Honestly, Zafina is the same thing. She have a lot of. She's just like Eddie in terms of stances, to where you're able to actually punish the stances. you don't really get that much damage off of it. You have to actually sidestep, and sometimes you don't even get, you still get float damage, and or you just get to poke them out the stance, and it's just back to neutral as a whole. Also, certain moments to where certain characters are actually able to whiff or just dodge rage arts as a whole. I don't know, I do not know why that's a thing. I was playing against Grant Tarver, I don't know who that is. LCQ played from last year, I think he got top 4. My whole thing about this as a whole is, why is some of these characters actually able to whiff rage art or just stop you from using most of your tools to get them off of you, right? I don't know why that's a thing, but that's a thing. Leo, amazing damage. Leo have amazing damage. The reason why a lot of people don't really complain about Leo is because I don't even know why nobody's complaining about Leo. Amazing damage, evasive tools. You have a stance to where if you get close enough, that's +9. You can sidestep to the left, but they can also cancel out the stance and hit you with something else. You have tracking moves. You have everything in the book. Amazing damage, amazing wall damage, amazing wall carry. Don't know why nobody's really talking about this character. It's probably a little bit more rich. You're able to actually probably sidestep out of some of the stances without as much effort, but this character is actually good, and everybody just been downplaying. I don't know why. I literally don't know why. Lee, insane masher. Honestly, insane masher. I probably should have added an A- here, but honestly, everybody's still usable and viable. Insane masher. I haven't fought a leader I haven't mashed, but the tools that he has with the counter hits, he's able to go into multiple things, plus strings, like insane. And literally insane. Brian, once you learn the character or learn the opponent, better than learning the character. I mean, you could just learn the character, but if you learn the opponent, you absolutely watching everybody with Brian. Amazing wall carry, amazing damage. You have an orbital, a safe launcher. What else do we have? The only problem with Brian that I feel like right now in terms is just like some of his combos a little bit like weird to actually do sometimes. Like it's like a teeny bit of like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's very weird. Some of his combos, like it would drop. Some of his combos, it'd be like a little bit of execution problem that not a lot of like high tier players actually have. But every high tier player that actually learn their opponent more than like playing the character, they absolutely smoke everybody with Brian. Like, and he got QC back on. Like, he have a lot of tools. Ooh. Now I would put him in A, but I can't do that, game. I cannot do that. This man have a low launcher. He have low launches. His lows is not the best, but he do have a lot of good mids, a lot of good highs. He's able to extend his stances for multiple mix-ups. Like, guaranteed, he is -3, but he's also able to sidestep you if you are doing something and then send his actual heat at you for punish you for trying to whiff punish him. He have projectile clones. The clones actually make some of his strings safe. Like, he have a lot of stuff going on. He also have a parry to where he's able to actually get up out of there if you was to actually hit him. Like, he's insane. Reina, hey, no, I don't know why everybody's talking about Reina. Guaranteed, the playstyle is probably repetitive, probably easy to actually go through, but Reina is actually still one of the only thing that they actually nerfed about Reina was the BS nonsensical flow charting that people was actually able to do. And that's what they know with the 442. There is counterplay to it now, but Reina having a 1-1 that's -1, able to sidestep, a good sidestep window, have another mid that's +6, able to go inside a heat engager if he was suppressed. Bro, she has so many tools to which you don't even have to win by using the Mishima tools, which is insane, like the electric and the health speed. Lydia. Now I have Lydia. Honestly, if I was to order this, I would have Lydia somewhere up here in the top 5. Let me explain why I have Lydia up there. Lydia only problem is her lows, her grabs, her pokes, her stances, the wall carry, the damage, the block punishment damage. So most of the time you're able to go inside heat. You have a low heat engager. I mean, not a whole, but a low punisher heat engager. So where if you actually block low, you know, you can hit them with that heat engager. You have stance heat engagers. She have everything, like literally everything. The only bad thing is the lows. She have linearity. I think that's the word that I actually use inside the guide. If I need a guide for her, let me know. She's very linear, but honestly, some of the things that she actually able to do is actually able to realign and actually hit you. So this is my tier list. No characters unusable. Some characters require more risk. Like for example, the Bears, Devil Jin. All they did with Devil Jin was remove some of the things that he was actually able to do like a lot of frame traps, to where like they just lowered his chances of actually like doing something crazy, and it's a little bit more risk in terms of just trying to do those frame traps. June, honestly, she have a lot of like honestly, if you have string knowledge with June, I feel like you could actually beat her. But the only problem is that she still can also like can you. She have a lot of good like launchers, a lot of good like things to actually stop you from playing the game. And only problem with Panda is that she don't have the same tools as Kuma. If she had the same tools as Kuma as a whole, then she would be insane. But she don't really have all the same tools as Kuma, and Kuma literally just have like plus frames with and heat with the electric, and that's actually a mid. They both have the rolls, which is actually amazing, but Kuma just overall morally built to defend himself than like Panda. So no characters unusable. No, the A plus is not ordered, the A is not ordered, but the S plus or the S is ordered. So make sure understand that. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, hit the notification button if you haven't already on the channel. I'm out. I'll catch you on the next one. That's pretty much it for my tier list. Stop downplaying and stop listening to other people. Have your own idea. Go play another game, come back, figure out, play at a higher level. I'm out. Enjoy your day. Peace.